My name is Felipe Monjaras. I'm a MediaTech grad student of 2013, and I'm a video director at UNT Health Science Center in Fort Worth. I was born in Texas. Didn't really have a whole lot at the beginning. My parents came in from Mexico. Yeah, mom worked so many jobs. I remember having to hang out with her either at her jobs or slightly outside of her jobs, like at a park somewhere that was like close to the business. And what my parents did is they did as much as they could to provide a living situation where I didn't feel the struggle or see it as much. If they didn't have that drive, any of the endeavors that I've tried in the years, like, probably would not have happened if it weren't for them. When I first knew that I would become a filmmaker was when I was 10 years old and I was watching a movie called Amores Perros, which is like a Mexican Academy Award-winning film. And it was really just a very gruff movie of just like some dude with a camera running around chasing actors and just pulling focus where he could. But that just kind of gives you the sort of like proof that you can just go out, pick up a camera and like tell stories. I think the idea of becoming a filmmaker was already brewing, but making the final decision was watching that movie. After high school, I went to a traditional four-year college. It was just a lot of theory. It was a lot of like talking about art film, and you need to learn how to work the tools before you try to be an artist. And at first it was like all about art and not knowing how to execute any of it. So I just started to research and I came across MediaTech. Yeah, I took the tour and it was awesome. I was amazed at the work that they put into it. You know, the first class is literally all the basics. You learn how to be a grip, you learn how to gaff, and you can take that knowledge and immediately just jump in onto a set. It was just a totally different experience, and it was much more rewarding than the kind of the four-year, you know, university style setting that I was in at first. After I left MediaTech, I had already established a relationship with the crew working on Dallas, the TV show at the time. So I just kept that up. I was there for 2-3 seasons, just as a regular PA, but working on the set was amazing. Learned a lot just by watching. And I went to advertising from there. Because for a long time I had seen that brands would always advertise on social media. And I set out to find an ad agency where I could throw myself in the ring there with them and say like, hey, content I know is about quality, but you can't accept the fact that social media is definitely about quantity. You need an in-house producer for that kind of thing. So you need to be able to shoot things with a totally different schedule than a full-on production company. And I was hired by a company called Dieste. But I moved on to the Richards Group from there with that same concept of like internal video production. Originally, I was just supposed to work on one client, but once all the clients knew that there was an internal video producer who could produce videos for social media, there was requests for videos throughout all the clients, like Dr. Pepper, Metro PCS, Clamato, Avocados from Mexico. Like everybody wanted social media, like video production. Advertising is a fickle business. Clients coming and going, things like that. There was me and a couple of guys that I worked with closely. We got let go. And then from there, found the Health Science Center in Fort Worth. It's an institution, and they have a lot of branding that they do internally. And there's a lot of like really insane stuff happening here. Just being a part of that was awesome. When they hired me, they told me right up front that they not only wanted someone to be able to create the videos and produce them, they wanted someone to come in with ideas and concepts here. That's something that I didn't have before. From what I've learned in the past and up until now, I feel like it all sort of came together. No one else gave me the idea to look into an advertising agency for their filmmaking needs. If you see a need somewhere for your particular sales, jump in there. At the end of the day, it's what we're doing is just trying to communicate with people. What I think for me is like that's the road that I want to take, is to conceptualize the ideas that I have brewing in my brain and create them.